Hello, this is just another short video on the use of the V9000 digital seismograph from Vibrock. Obviously this is so that you know how to set up what type of recording of data you want it to do, and also how to set up and switch on the alarms as well. Okay, so to power the unit up, obviously press the silver button, it'll wake up and obviously it will go through its process, and then obviously once it's warmed up it will say main menu, so we tap main menu there. This will take us to our next screen, which goes through obviously the maker, manufacturer, the fact that it's our product, when it's next to its calibration, the serial number, the logger type, and how much memory is used. All right, and you can see along the bottom of here, we've got obviously whatever corresponds with the buttons below is above. All right, so at the moment we've got shift, view memory, piling, or blasting mode. What we need to do is press and hold the shift button, and it changes the description for that button there. We want set logger, so press set logger. This takes us into our custom setting mode. All right, so to set what type of data we want recording, how we want it recording, we then hit custom mode. This takes us into this next screen. This is titled as being channel A. So channel A is your transducer A. So this is the transducer, one transducer that you've got with the actual kit. All right, and we look at the first line there. It says mode. All right, so currently it's set to trigger mode. But if I hit down or up, I can turn it off. I can do it continuous. All right. If you leave it on continuous mode, it is going to record every single little bit of vibration throughout the time the machine is on. Okay. So that will ultimately fill up your memory on this instrument. So I would highly recommend using trigger mode rather than continuous mode, because ideally you'll have a level you want to look at and you will need to record above that. Okay, so you can have it in continuous, but it will swallow up your memory. Okay, so once we've looked at that, we can also change it then onto trigger mode. All right, so trigger mode is, like I say, where you can set a point that you want to look above. So you may well have done your risk assessment and it says I need to record anything above 4.00 millimeters per second. All right, so we're going to set it up in trigger mode. So it's highlighted as trigger, so select trigger. Measure will always be in ppv, velocity, but you do have other options. You can see if I move up or down, acceleration, displacement, but the most common one is ppv. All right, so select that and it then takes us down to our level. So you can see at the moment it's set at 3.000 millimeters per second. All right, to go up or down, you basically just use the up buttons. So in this case, we're going to set it for 4. Okay, and we're going to select that. Area for pressure microphone is off, and that's what we want to see. That's fine. So that's now set up. So that means now that any vibrations come through that are above 4.000 millimeters per second will be recorded in the actual machine itself. Okay. Anything below 4.000 millimeters per second will not be recorded. So you can see how it will obviously help you to conserve the memory in your actual unit yourself. Okay, so that's setting up the trigger on the device. What we now need to do is we can move on and look at the alarms. All right, so again, we're using the shift button again. So that's saved like that. If we hit the shift button again, we've got an option to next page. This then brings us onto our alarms. Okay, so we've got, you can see there it says use alarms. We can change that to off or on. All right. If we're setting them on and we've attached our external audible alarm system, we set it to alarms on, click OK, and then we've got 2 levels on the alarms, which you'll probably notice when you've seen it. You've got a red lamp and an orange lamp. So our orange lamp is level 1 and the red lamp is a level 2. So you can set this up like we've done previously to what you want it to be. So 0.5, for example, for the level 1, and I don't know, 0.3 for the higher level, all the way back down to 3. Okay, so that now means that any vibrations that go above 0.5 will set the audible alarm off, and it's very, very loud. All right, so you need to be wary of that. And then if you can obviously carry on doing your piling or your blasting, and then you breach that second level, again the alarm will go off again and the red lamp will flash to tell you that you've reached that second one. Okay, once you're happy with that, you've got an option there to put event location in as well. All right, so you can type a text in there, which helps you obviously when downloading data later on to be able to locate what part of the site you were working on at the time. That's all on that page. Shift again, next page, and you've got a timer function here that you can set up as well if you wanted to. So say for example, you turn the unit on at 8 o'clock in the morning, but you've got a piling machine turning up at 11 o'clock till 2 o'clock and you just want to monitor it during those times, you can set those times as per that. All right, and then obviously once you've done all of those settings, to then start the unit recording, you would hit Shift, Start Logger. And what that does then, it saves the settings you've done and then starts recording the data. Okay, hope that helps you in regards to how to set up the unit to be used. Thank you.